Hello and welcome to Gyan Vihar University, Jaipur. Today we discuss about yoga and importance of yoga. Let us we discuss about yoga and its importance. न तस्य रोगो जरा न मृत्यु प्राप्तस्य योगी अग्निमयम शरीरम. For him who has obtained a body ablaze with the fire of yoga, there is no disease, no aging, no death. Meaning of yoga. The word yoga has been derived from the Sanskrit word yug, which means to join or to unite. Yoga is the union of the individual soul with the absolute or divine soul. Yoga also means the unification of physical, mental, intellectual and spiritual aspect of human being. Yoga is the science of development of a person's consciousness. Importance of yoga: physical purity, cures and prevention from disease, reduce mental tension, beautification of body, provides relaxation, keeps the correct posture of body. Yoga can be performed easily. Spiritual development, increase flexibility, reduce obesity, improves health, enhance moral and ethical values. The 12 importance of yoga. First is physical purity, second is cures and prevention from disease, third is reduce mental tension, fourth is beautification of body, fifth is provide relaxation, C keeps the correct posture of body, yoga can be performed easily, spiritual development, increases flexibility, reduce obesity, improves health, and 12 is enhance moral and ethical values. First, physical purity. Importance of yoga. First is physical purity. Internal organs of our body can be cleansed by various yogic exercise. As per Ayurveda, our body is made of Vata, Pitta and Kapha. To remain healthy, balance of Vata, Pitta and Kapha in our body is necessary. Dhoti, Noli, Basti, Kapalbhati, Tratak are such yogic exercise which keep the internal organs of our body in clean state. Second is cures and prevention from disease. The second importance of yoga is cures and prevention from disease. Yoga not only prevents many diseases but also cures them. Various yogic exercise increase the immunity of the body. Diseases such as bron- bronchitis, sinusitis, arthritis, gastritis, asthma, high blood pressure, stress, back pain, urinary disorder, anxiety can be prevented as well as can be cured by yogic exercise. Third importance of yoga is reduces mental tension. Yoga helps in reducing the mental tension. Pratyahar, dharana and dhyan plays vital role in reducing the mental stress. Asanas like Makrasan, Shavasana, Shalbhasana and Bhujangasana are beneficial for releasing stress and tension. Importance of yoga. Number fourth importance of yoga is reduces obesity and beautification of body. Obesity is becoming a worldwide problem. Obesity makes a person prone to many diseases. Research studies have shown that mental tension and stresses could be one of the reasons for obesity. Pranayam and yogic asanas releases mental stress, reduces obesity and makes body from the perfect. Mayurasana is one such asanas. Importance of fifth is provides relaxation. Rest and relaxations are essential for removing fatigue. Research studies have shown that yogic asanas and pranayam relaxes the body and mind. Padmasana, Shavasana and Makrasana are some of such asanas. The sixth importance of yoga keeps the correct posture of body. Postural deformities are very common nowadays due to lifestyle. Followed, such affects efficiency negatively. Doing yoga asanas regularly, a person cannot only have the correct posture but can also cure the postural deformities. Vajrasana, Sarvangasana, Mayurasana, Chakrasana, Bhujangasana and other asana also keeps the correct posture of body. And next importance of yoga is yoga can be performed easily. In fast life of today, everyone claims to be very busy. Hardly any time left for self. Doing yogic exercise need only a small space where as others need much of money and time. It is spiritual development. One can have good control of mind by doing yogic exercises and move towards the spiritual heights. Padmasana and Siddhasana enhances the meditation power. Pranayam is also useful for spiritual development. Importance of yoga is 9. Increases flexibility. Flexibility is very significant as it helps in movement of the body efficiently. Muscles becomes more flexible and prevents sports and other injuries. Chakrasana, Dhanurasana, Halasana, Bhujangasana are very beneficial in increasing body flexibility. Importance of yoga: reduces obesity. Very common problem nowadays. Regular yogic exercise like pranayam and asanas reduces obesity. Research studies have shown that obesity is also caused by mental stress and tension. Meditative asanas are the perfect solution for this condition. The 11th importance of yoga: improves health. Yoga not only maintains but improves our health. Muscles becomes more strong. Various system of body like respiratory, circulatory, nervous, excretory becomes more efficient, resulting improvement in our all health. And 12 is enhance moral and ethical values. Yoga is very significant for human being in present day life. By following first two steps of Ashtanga Yoga, Yam and Niyam, Ahimsa, Satya, Ahisatya, Santosh, Tap, Swadhyay, Soch, Ishwar Pranidhan, these values are enhanced. An individual can attain perfect health and lead a content life by performing yogic exercise daily. Brief history of yoga. Evidences show that history of yoga is related to the Indus Valley civilization 3300 to 1500 BC. Yoga is also mentioned in Upanishads, Mahabharata and Ramayana. Maharshi Patanjali gave Yoga Sutra around 147 BC. Yoga is an Indian heritage. It can be said authentically the history of yoga is as old as Indian history. Yoga has been the main elements of culture, Indian culture from the ancient period, pre-Vedic period, Vedic period, Upanishadic period, epic period, Sutra period, Smriti period, medieval period, and modern period. Yoga as an Indian heritage, pre-Vedic period. The excavation of Mohenjo-daro and Harappa in Indus Valley civilization reveals that yoga was practiced in some form at that period. Idols, statue, and seals excavated are in various yogic postures. In Vedic period, some concept of yoga which were developed later on are seen in Vedas. Yoga and yogis are not used in Vedas, but Yunjate, used in Rigved, gives the idea of the yoga for sense control. And Upanishadic period, the real basis of yoga is found in Upanishads. Pran and Nadis are important topics discussed in Upanishads. Various yogic practices and their psychological effects are mentioned in Upanishads. Kathopanishad, ताम योग मिति मन्यन्ते स्थिरामिन्द्रिय धारणाम अप्रमत स्तदा भवति योगा ही प्रभावप्यो. Epic period, Ramayana and Mahabharata are the vital sources of information about various types of yogic practice which were used during that period. Bhagavad Gita deals with the three paths of yoga, namely Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and Karma Yoga. Sri Bhagavan Uvach, Loke Asminan Duvidha Nishta Puro Prokta Maya Nadhye ज्ञान योगेन सांख्या नाम कर्म योगेन योगी नाम. In Sutra period, Maharishi Patanjali gave Yoga Sutra approximately in 147 BC. Yoga Sutra is divided into four parts, four padas. Maharishi Patanjali described Ashtanga Yoga or 8 limbs of yoga. The scriptures related to Buddhism and Jainism reveal that yoga was also a main part of life of the people. यम नियम आसन प्राणायाम प्रत्याहार धारणा ध्यान समाधियो अष्टो अंगानी. In Smriti period, Smritis were written till about 1000 AD. During this period, we find various changes in ideas, beliefs, worship and customs. Pranayam and other purification techniques were used in many religious rituals. In medieval period, during this period, the two cults, Nath cults and Bhakti cults, very famous. Hatha yoga was evolved and was very popular in Nath cults. Saints of this period were following yoga. In modern period, Swami Vivekananda, Yoganand Maharshi Raman, Maharshi Aurobindo played important role in spreading yoga out of India. Yogacharya BKS Iyengar, Baba Ramdev has inspired millions of Indians and foreigners to use yoga to make them healthy and release mental stress and tension. At 69th session of UN General Assembly in New York on 27 September 2014, PM of India urged the need to celebrate International Yoga Day for the harmony and peace in the world. 21st June declared as International Yoga Day by United Nations. First International Yoga Day was celebrated on 21st June 2015. Elements of yoga: यम, नियम, आसन, प्राणायाम, प्रत्याहार, धारणा, ध्यान, samadhi. There are 8 elements of yoga. It's called Ashtanga Yoga. The elements of yoga: first we see yam, ahimsa, causing no harm to any living thing. Anxiety, jealousy, hate, anger are violent emotions. Second is satya, truthfulness. We must be truthful in thought, speech and deeds. We must not speak to others in deceitful manners. Aste, non-stealing, the inclination to use others' objects, money and thoughts for one's own benefit. In stealing, abstaining from it is aste. Brahmacharya, converging one's energy, using your energy for the benefit of the individuals and society, not for pleasure. Aprigraha, non-possessiveness, non-grasping or non-greediness. Aprigraha refers to keeping the desire for possessions to what is necessary or important depending on one's life stage and context. Niyam, Soch, it is purification of internal organs, external body and mentally. Satkarmas are to be performed for purification of the internal organs of the body. Neti, Dhoti, Kapalbhati, Noli, Tratak, Basti are the 6 kriyas, 6 satkarmas for purification of internal organs and your body. Six kriyas. And second name is Santosh. Feelings of satisfaction in life is called Santosh. And Tap, to endures the difficulties, obstacles and complex situation easily in achieving the goal. And Swadhyay, it is considered as the study of teaching and scriptures. Self-study is preferred. It also means introspection and self-study by asking questions like who I am, what should I do, aim of my life. And next is Ishwar Pranidhan, to dedicated all the deeds to God. One surrenders oneself to God, expelling pride, ego, and other impurities from mind. And third elements of yoga is asana. Asana means position or posture of body. It also means to sit in easy posture. These are also stretching activities performed to keep the body flexible, agile, and young. Pranayam, it is the control of the process of the breathing. It means appropriate control over inhalation and exhalation. It helps in regulating the metabolic activity and enhance the function of heart and lungs. It also provides longevity to life. Prevention and management of common lifestyle disease. First we see obesity. It is the excess accumulation of fats resulting increased body weight. Non-consumed fat of the body get deposited under the skin, areas like abdomen, waist, chest, shoulder, legs, etc. It leads to many health risks like loss of physical efficiency, hypertension, cardiovascular disease, arthritis, respiratory problems. Due to so many health risks occurs by obesity, it is declared a disease. It is a very common in worldwide problem. Pratyahar, control over senses is pratyahar. The senses no longer respond to external objects that hinder mental concentration. Dharana, it is the concentration of mind at one focal point. It is a mental exercise which enables a yogi to go ahead towards dhyan and samadhi. Dhyana, dhyan is a complete consistency or concentration of mind. And samadhi, the union of individual's soul with the supreme soul is called samadhi. It is checking or destruction of all the impulses of mind. During dhyan, when the disappearance of self-awareness takes place, the yogi attains the stage of samadhi, experiences the divine pleasure. And introduction of asanas. Sthir Sukmasanam, a position which is steady and comfortable. In asanas, body is kept in various positions in such a way that the activity of the organs and glands of body become more efficient and finally improve the health of mind and body. Classification of asana: meditative asanas, relaxative asanas, and cultural of corrective asanas. The meditative powers of individual is enhanced by meditative asanas: Padmasana, Siddhasana, Gomukhasana, Virasana, and other. Also, meditative asanas are empower of individuals and power. Relaxative asana removes fatigue and relaxes an individual physically and mentally. Shashkasana, Shavasana, Makrasana are relaxative asanas. Cultural and corrective asanas regulate the systematize the different activities of the body and finally provides the energy to the body. Shirasana, Sarvangasana, Matsyaasana, Halasana, Bhujangasana, Chakrasana, Marjirasana, and there are many other. That type asana are regulates and systematize the different activity of the body and finally provides the energy to body. Meditative asanas, Padmasana, Siddhasana, and reflective asanas is Shashankasana, Chakrasana, Makrasana, and cultural and corrective asana is Shirshasana is very important asana for corrective asanas. Then we can discuss about pranayam. Pranayam is comprised of two words, prana plus ayam. Means prana means vital life force and ayam means control. It means the control or regulation of pran. It's called pranayam. The parts of pranayam is Purak, Rechak, and Kumbhak. Purak means inhalation. The duration of Purak is 10 seconds, and Rechak is exhalation. The period of exhalation is 10 seconds, and Kumbhak retaining the breath. Internal to retain the breath after complete inhalation, and external to retain the breath after complete exhalation. The two type of Kumbhak, internal Kumbhak and external Kumbhak. And there are types of pranayam is Surya Bhedi pranayam, Ujjayi pranayam, Sheetkari pranayam, Sheetli pranayam, Bhastrika pranayam, Plavini pranayam, and Morcha pranayam. The 7 important pranayam. Then meditation. Meditation is a process of complete consistency of mind. According to Patanjali, the concentration of Chit, mind, on an vritti impulse without any divergence is called dhyana. Yogasya chittavritti nirodha yoga, but the stage when perception starts directly is called real dhyana avastha. Dhyana is not a practice, but it is a stage of mind in which there is a continuous dynamic consciousness without any obstruction. An introduction to Satkarmas for Shuddhi Kriyas. Like any machine, human body also require internal and external cleanliness. Cleanliness of internal organs of our body is done by 6 action Shat Karmas: Neti, Dhoti, Basti, Noli, Tratak and Kapal Bhati. There are 6 internal organs cleanliness actions, Shad Karmas. Physiological benefits of asana and pranayama. It increases blood flow and slow the heart rate, increase exercise tolerance, leads to a deeper level of physical relaxation, good for people with high blood pressure, decrease muscles tension, helps in chronic disease like allergy, arthritis, enhance the immune system, enhance energy, strength and vigor, help with weight loss, reduction to tissue damage, higher skin resistance, drop in cholesterol levels, lower risk of cardiovascular disease, improve flow of air to the lungs, resulting in easier breathing, decrease the aging process, cure headache and migraines, reduce need for medical care, less energy wasted, more inclined to sports activities, significant relief from asthma, improved performance in athletic events, normalized to your ideal weight, harmons our endocrine system, relaxes our nervous system. Prevention and management of common lifestyle disease. In modern age, almost everyone is indulged in sedentary lifestyle. No healthy eating habits and regular physical activities. Remote controls and vehicles are used in abundance instead of manual work and walking. Such lifestyle creates many diseases like obesity, diabetes, hypertension, back pain, asthma. Such diseases are called common lifestyle disease. They are one of the primary cause of death. WHO is alarmed by the increasing number of such patients. These are preventable and manageable disease can be reduced by changes in diet, lifestyle, and environment. Prevention and management of common lifestyle disease. First is obesity. It is an excess accumulation of fats resulting increased body weight. Non-consumed fat of the body get deposit under the skin areas like abdomen, waist, chest, shoulder, legs, etc. It leads to many health risks like loss of physical efficiency, hypertension, cardiovascular disease, arthritis, respiratory problem, etc. Due to so many health risks occurs by obesity, it is declared a disease. Various genuine methods to know who is obese. Appearance. Body weight is more in proportion to height according to height and weight chart. Body fat percent is calculated if body fat percent is more than the requirement, he and she is obese. Out of these three methods, height and weight chart is more preferred as it is easily available. Body mass index BMI methods. BMI is weight kilogram by height and height meter square. The WHO criteria for overweight and obesity by BMI: underweight below 18.5 BMI, normal weight 18.5 to 24.9, overweight 25 to 29.9, obesity class 1 30 to 34.9, and obesity class 2 35 to 39.9, and obesity class 4 above 40. Prevention of obesity through exercise and diet control. Two types of preventive measures of obesity which are directly related to sports, exercise, and lifestyle management. Exercise related preventive measures and diet related to preventive measures. Related preventive measures for obesity: regular physical exercise. Children need an hour of moderate to vigorous exercise daily to prevent obesity. Exercise taken can be aerobic, jogging, running, cycling, etc. To play games and sport regularly. Regular games and sports prevents obesity. Children should play games like football, basketball, hockey, etc. for at least 1 hour daily. It should be a regular phenomenon for the whole life span. Weight training exercise. Such research study indicate that weight training programs for children are safe and effective for preventing and curing obesity if supervised properly. Earlier, it used to be considered harmful for children as it put stress on joints. Exercise related fourth number, resistance exercise. These exercise cure and prevent obesity, improves muscular strength of tendons and strength of bones of children. For these exercise, focus should be on the technique and number of the repetitions, 12 to 16 rather than amount of weight. Yogic exercise help in preventing and curing obesity. Research has shown that stress and tension tend to increase weight. Pranayam and meditative asana help to releasing the stress, thus preventing and curing obesity, whereas other asanas help in making the body flexible and healthy. Related preventive measures for obesity: diet, avoid fatty foods. Fats are having maximum numbers of calories. The extra calories which are not consumed by the body are accumulated in the body as fat. Avoid junk and fast food. The junk and fast food like pizza, burger, chips, chocolate, and cold drinks consists of higher calories. Intake of such foods leads to obesity. Avoid overeating. Overeating leads to intake of excess calories than what is required by our body. These extra calories are then accumulated in the body as fat. Don't eat frequently. Eating frequently leads to taking in extra calories. Avoid rich carbohydrate foods. Carbohydrates are necessary part of our daily diet, but food like sugar, rice, potatoes, sweets should be avoided. Skipping meals increase hunger and it results is greater food consumptions in the next meal. Take low calorie diet. Take low calorie diet with essential constituents and nutrients. Avoid alcohol, smoking, and drugs. Alcohol is directly absorbed from the stomach in the blood streams and easily stored as fat. Similarly, smoking and drugs leads to obesity. Intake of excess calories results in accumulation of fat. Less intake and more consumptions of calories result in loss of weight. When intake and consumptions of calories is same, it keeps our body weight consistent. It is concluded that both the measured exercise and diet related to measures are required to prevent and cure obesity. Management of obesity consists mainly of dieting and physical exercise. Dieting programs are good for short period. Weight is reduced by taking low fat, low carbohydrate, low calorie diet. Aerobic exercise like walking, running, cycling, dancing are reduce body fat. Exercise 60 minutes a day, 5 days a week. Anti-obesity medicines. These medicines should be taken under doctor guidance and generally has many side effects. Surgery called bariatric or weight loss surgery recommended for individual having BMI over 40. Size of intestine is reduced, which reduce the food absorption and liposuctions. And other diabetes. Insulin hormone in our body controls the level of sugar in blood. When body does not produce sufficient amount of insulin, or when insulin does not work properly, diabetes occur. People with obesity are prone to diabetes. Common symptoms of diabetes: feeling of tiredness, need to urinate frequently, numbness in hands and feet, blurred vision, exercise weight gain or weight loss, excessive weight gain and excessive weight loss, unhealing of wounds. Type 1 and type 2. No insulin is produced by pancreas. Rare type of diabetes. Daily insulin injection is required for treatment. And type 2, sufficient amount of insulin is not produced. Insulin produce is not used properly. Frequent type of diabetes, type 2. Prevention of diabetes. Regular exercise. Regular exercise can be reduce the sugar level in blood. It also improves the production of insulin and strengthen the heart. Regular exercise of 60 minutes per day can prevent and manage type 2 diabetes. Maintain healthy weight. One should maintain a BMI between 18.5 to 25. Hence, intake of calories should be mentioned according to the consumptions of calories. Reduce the intake of saturated fat. Intake of saturated fat is more amount leads to obesity, which in turn makes a person diabetes prone. Avoid rich carbohydrate food. Digestive system breaks down carbohydrates into sugar, which is absorbed in the blood, thus raising the sugar level in the blood. Eat healthy foods, vegetable, fruits and fiber-rich whole grains help in preventing diabetes. More vibrantly colored fruit and vegetable like spinach, carrot, peach and berries have more nutrients and help in preventive of diabetes. Whole grains like oatmeal, barley, brown rice, whole wheat, corn should be included in the diet. Eat small portion of meals. Take small meals every 2 to 3 hours instead of big meals, as it will raise the blood sugar level high. It will also prevent blood sugar level going below normal. And management of diabetes, it aims to help person who are suffering from high blood sugar levels and want to minimize the risk of developing further complications in life. Few lifestyle change may help in managing the diabetes. Eat balanced diet. For type 2 diabetes, patients should consult dietitian for proper diet to keep their blood sugar level within the normal range. Regular exercise. Regular exercise program can improve blood sugar, decrease the risk of heart disease. The exercise should include aerobics and moderate and resistance training. Maintain a healthy weight. One should maintain a healthy weight which will have a positive effect on blood sugar control. Have plenty of sleep. 6 to 8 hours sleep will provide required rest of the body and keeps the body stress free. It will have positive effect on controlling the blood sugar level. Manage stress. Stress is one of the reasons for disorder of blood sugar level. Asana and pranayam helps in keeping the body stress free. Take regular medicine. Type 2 diabetes can be tackled by healthy diet and regular exercise in initial stage. In advanced stage, regular medicine is required in form of tablet and insulin injection. And third most dangerous disease of hypertension. It means increased blood pressure. It has two components, systolic and diastolic BP. It is measured in millimeter of mercury mm by Hg. 120 by 80 mm by Hg is considered normal blood pressure of an adult person. Earlier, hypertension was considered middle and old age problem, but nowadays the youngers are also facing hypertension due to not practicing positive lifestyle. Prevention and management of hypertension. Hypertension usually cannot be cured but can be prevented as well as managed if one follows the below mentioned points. Change in lifestyle. Change in lifestyle can be a boon to the person having hypertension. One should take a balanced diet. One should lead active and healthy lifestyle, and sedentary life should be avoided as it leads to depression. Alcohol, smoking and other stimulants should be avoided. Exercise or sports activity. Sports activity are helpful in prevention and treatment of hypertension. Moderate exercise with high intensity are very effective for a long-term blood pressure lowering program. The exercise should be performed regularly for good result. Reduce obesity. Reducing body weight is the most effective way to prevent and manage hypertension. To achieving this, one should go for balanced diet and quality program of exercise under guidance of an expert. Prevention and management of hypertension. 4 is take proper diet. Reduce intake of sodium, salt. Take food containing potassium, calcium, magnesium, high fiber, whole grains, vegetables, and researchers indicate that such diet is beneficial for hypertension patient. Relieve stress. Relieving from stress reduce hypertension. One should try to indulge in recreational activities as well as in meditation, regular walk, mixing with community. Take medicines. If measures like change of lifestyle, exercise and diet are not able to prevent hypertension, 140 by 90 mm by Hg higher, one requires regular medication. These medicines do not cure hypertension but only control it within normal limits, and one has to take these medicines for the lifetime. Frequently, it can be said that by following the above mentioned points on regular basis, hypertension can be prevented and managed effectively. Then, introduction of medicine. Meaning of introduction: medicine and prevention of back pain. Regular exercise. Regular exercise are helpful in enhancing strength and keeping the body weight in control. Aerobic exercise are considered best as these exercises do not strain or jerk and back. Along these exercises, the flexibility exercise such as bended forward, backward, sideways and sit-ups should be performed regularly. Maintain appropriate body weight. Overweight and obese person are at the greater risk of developing back pain. To maintain an appropriate body weight, regular exercise and balanced diet are mandatory, and proper sitting posture. Proper sitting posture is mandatory for prevention of back pain. One should sit with erect and straight back on chair, and feet should be flat on the floor. In sitting right posture, there will not be undue stress on the back, which is beneficial in preventing back pain. Proper standing posture. One should keep back straight and balance body weight evenly on both feet while standing. Toes should be 3 to 4 inch apart. Knees should be straight. Avoid lifting heavy weight. Lifting heavy weight without using proper technique cause injury to the back. Keep the back straight, head up, squat properly and then lift the weight. Keep the object close to the body. Don't straighten the legs before lifting the weight. Use lumbar support belt. The person who are engaged in lifting weights should use lumbar support belt to avoid injury to their back. No smoking. On the basis of the recent research, it is concluded that the higher percentage of smokers have more back pain incidences in comparison of non-smokers of same weight, age and weight. Lying or sleeping on bed. Use of mattress that keeps the spine straight and normal size pillow so that neck is not in a sleep angle. A hard mattress is preferred. Refrain from strenuous activities. Strenuous activities leads to fatigue. Work under fatigue may lead to back injury. Move and lift the object properly. Push the object instead of pulling it. While lifting an object, look straight ahead, not up or down, to keep one's back and neck in straight line. And management of back pain. Aim is to achieve maximum reduction in the intensity of the back pain as early as possible so that the affected person may restore his strength to perform daily routine activities. It can be managed with various therapies and corrective exercise. Surgery is required in rare cases. Heat therapy reduces the pain. Hot bath gives best result. Cold compression therapy. Back pain is relieved by cold compression therapy, ice or cold pack also. Massage. It is very effective in relieving the back but must be performed by an expert. Medication. It is beneficial in reducing pain. Muscles relaxants may be effective but only the short term. Physical exercise. Stretching exercise such as bending forward, backward, sideways are very effective. Asana such as Tadasana, Shavasana, Shalbhasana, Bhujangasana, Dhanurasana can be used for managing back pain. Physical exercise can also be beneficial but should be done under expert supervision. Surgery, though it is requirement in rare but can be very effective for individuals with major disc problem or scoliosis. And other therapies, electrotherapy and inversion therapy are also used to manage the back problem, but these are applicable for temporary relief. Thank you.